Oh, I mean, there's a new thing I'm doing on the Fridays. Every month, once a month each Friday. So this week I'm talking about Fantastic Four and Fantastic Four versus the Silver Surfer. The movie is released, well, the first movie was released July 22, 2005, and the second film, Rise of the Surfer, June 12, 2007. Both films are PG, and the runtime for the first one is 1 hour 45 minutes. The Rise of the Surfer is 1 hour 33 minutes. The budget from Fantastic Four 1 was 200 million and it made 333 million. Silver Surfer budget was a bit more than that, like 300, like 33 mil, so it's 1 million 33, 1 million 33, 100 million 33, 233 million. And made 301 million. Well, yeah, because it's got more of a budget, it didn't make as much money as the first one, obviously. But yeah, it's good. And the director for both films were Timothy Kevin Story. Born March 30, 1970. He is an African American film director. He is best known for Barbershop, which I've never watched in my life, I know that is. The Fantastic Four, obviously, and right along with, what's his name? Ice Cube, Kevin Hart, I think. He's been nominated for 2, NAACP Image Awards for Outstanding Director in a feature film / television movie because of the 6 of 13. So the cast, obviously I'm going to go for the ones that are in both films first. Ron Rifford, as Reed Richard, Mr. Fantastic, that he's in both. Jessica Alba's Storm, she's in both. Chris Evans, Johnny Storm is in both. He also played Pingy in the Avengers movies. Well, in the MCU, Captain America. Michael Chiklis has been Grim, The Thing, he's in both. Julian McMahon as Victor Van Doom, Dr. Doom, both. And Kerry Washington as Lisa Masters or something like that. But then we've got Hamish Linklater as Leonard. It's only in the first one. He's Dr. Doom's assistant. Laurie Holden as Debbie Malavan. Kevin McNulty as Jimmy. Olihan Maria Rose as the nurse. Michael Copsar as Ned Seal. So Stanley as Willie Lumpkin. He gives them the male, because he's a mailman in Benny Gonzalez. And the ones that making them first appearance in Resident Surfer is Andrew Berger as Jamal Haggard, Doug Jones as the Silver Surfer, Galactus Aaron, formerly known as Norris Lisbon, pronounced the voice of the Surfer. Pete Garrett as Captain Murray. Brian Cushing as the Reading Minister. That's about it that are important. Stanley is rejected at the wedding. He's a wedding guest. I think that's a thing in the comics that happens. I think these films are alright. I like the first one a lot more I think the characters are interesting. I like how the thing feels like he's a monster. Everyone doesn't like him, except for a blind girl that doesn't give a shit about his appearance. Um, Doctor Doom's alright. I like Johnny Storm, he's a hothead. He always eggs everyone on. I think he's a good character. Story's fine. It's not the worst thing I've seen. The remake of Fantastic Four was. And Silver Surfer, I like that film. I like the Surfer, I like what his role is, but I don't like how Galactus is a clown. It's not meant to be like that. Could they show us what he looked like instead? I was like, a lot easier to make him a clown. Doctor Doom, they bring him back, I'm like, okay, why? We have two villains in that film. Basically, we have three at the beginning. They're not even that bad of films, really. They're not the worst thing I've seen in my life. The first one is about, like, Reed Richards, he was a bankrupt physicist, and he convinced evolution. He's convinced that evolution was triggered millions of years ago by clouds of cosmic energy in space. And he asked Doctor Doom to Dr. Victor Doom, on Doom Industries, allow him to use his space station that he has in space to test it. But then it goes wrong because nothing comes in too early. And he wasn't meant to be there for hours. But Ben's outside putting the plants down, he has to come in quick. And gets it by the cosmic radiation. Doom. He turns into a hot guy, means a stretcher guy, Johnny Storms, the Human Torch, and Stu Storm is the Invisible Woman. They discovered that I was very like when they were like quarantine just to make sure that they're fine. One dude he starts going mental with power. He loses everything. Yeah. Ben is the monster. He runs out to his ex-wife, his fiance, and she's like, she comes out to see him, he comes right out, and that's a grief thing, and she runs away. Not a grief thing. The orange thing, and she runs away from him. Which, I don't know what you would do in that situation. He saw you, but she didn't care about him. But she cared about his looks more than anything. Ben's the one that gets worse off. He feels like a monster, and no one likes him anymore. People laugh at him and think he's a joke and all that. He gets annoyed that Reed, because Victor convinces him, and gets mad at Reed from the mission failing and blabbing to him. And Reed ends up making the machine to turn him back to human. No, Victor tricks him to turn him back to human so Victor can get the power. It's bad. And takes Reed, he throws him out the window. Reed gets caught, he gets to put in like this ice machine thing, whatever it is. They all end up freezing, but Dr. Spring knows his head, Dr. Doom. He thinks Johnny's dead, but Johnny survived the missile come at him. Ben decides to go back into the machine, making a hero sacrifice instead of being Yumi. When to save his friends, he goes back to the monster. They all come together using the powers to beat Dr. Doom. Like, Johnny does supernova on him. Susan uses them and like puts a shield around it. And then Ben smashes like Power Ranger and points it at the Reed Richards Invisible Man. Not Invisible Man. He uses stretching powers to make these really warm and he drives them off straight when he goes. Freezes. And then the end credit scene is like, well, like, Reed proposes, Johnny does the fantastic fall symbol in the air, the film ends, and then straight after that is a cliff. Well, not cliffhanger, there's an extra scene which shows him at Bolton. He's not to do game putting like a crate shipped off to Bavaria, I think it's called. And some Surfer is about a Galactus who's a cloud for some reason that eats planets. And Silver Surfer sets up the planet, and then when Galactus comes, you can destroy it from the inside, like get the core. But it turns out that he's not really a bad guy, Silver Surfer. He has no choice but to do what Galactus says, I'd probably kill him. Galactus. And then he comes to Earth, he starts setting Earth up. This is about Reed, which is going to get married to. He's a star, but stuff keeps getting in the way. And when they're getting married, he turns up Silver Surfer. Johnny gets grabbed by the Silver Surfer after the chase and catching him. And it turns out that Johnny's powers, if you touch him, he swaps powers. And Sue Storm touches him, she gets the human touch powers, he gets the invisible power. But they swap back, and then Ben messes about and touches him, and human touch turns into a thing. He messes up on what, but at the end he's sick because he gets all the powers just to beat Dr. Doom. But he actually free Silver Surfer decides to help. Dr. Doom actually throws like a bear, Sue gets in the way, it's Sue. So she sacrifices herself. After they beat Doom, hit him in the ocean while Bennett's him with the crane. After Johnny beat him up with all the powers. That happens, yeah. And then he gives some of his power to Sue. Sue comes back. It's like Silver Surfer Strange goes into the cloud. You have to get that from Johnny to get in the middle. Uses the power to kill Galactus. The cloud Galactus, not the real Galactus. So at the end, they finally get married. Then there's a lot of post-credit. Basically, some servers and Dennis just floating in the air. That's how. Yeah, they can make it get mad. They get mad quick. When they get to Earth, get to a planet and city. Get to a city and save it, you know what I mean? But yeah, I think not as bad as people say they are. I think they're decent films that anyone can enjoy. Better than the remake, which the remake is terrible in every way. They never got Doom right in any of the movies. I want Doom to be the main bad guy in MCU, but no, we're gonna get Kang instead, which I don't really care about Kang. But anyway, it's fun to do this. I go on about the films. First one, I give it a 7 out of 10. Second one, I give it a 6 out of 10. I don't think they're the worst film I've seen this year. They're not come out this year, but not the worst film I've seen. I've seen an Halloween Ends and that was worse. If you enjoyed this little video, I'm going to keep you too long. Please like and subscribe. And press the bell for all notifications to get when I upload a video, get it, okay? Thanks for listening. I'll see you next.